Over the years, I've noticed that people are increasingly afraid to be themselves, if it means standing out or seeming different. I know that this concept has turned into somewhat of a joke recently, but the majority of people are still hiding who they truly are and sacrificing their sanity to be part of the cultural norm. We've all seen the posts and movies and songs about being who you are unapologetically, but it can be difficult to truly live by those words. The point is that once we realize and accept our individual differences, we will then be able to truly prosper. Going out into the world and not being entirely yourself is a recipe for disaster. Not only would you be living a lie, but you would also become unaware of who you truly are. This stage in our lives, not quite childhood and not quite adulthood, is completely bewildering. So to add more confusion to the mix will make it nearly impossible to live your best life. I know that sometimes it seems impossible to not feel uncomfortable in your own skin, to wish that you were anyone else, or even to wish that you didn't exist. That desire can be blindingly incandescent. But Maya Angelou said it best in her poem, Human Family, that these differences are what bring us together as members of the human race. I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious, some thrive on comedy. Some declare their lives are lived as true profundity, and others claim they really live in the real reality. The variety of our skin tones can confuse, bemused alike, brown and pink and beige and purple, tan, blue and white. I've sailed upon the 7 seas. I've stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world, not yet one common man. I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane, but I've not seen any two who really were the same. We seek success in Finland, are born and die in Maine. In minor ways we differ, in major we are the same. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. This poem compels us to remember that no matter how your features or opinions vary from the accepted norm, we are all still a part of a family tree that remains unswayed. It reminds us of the deep, eternal connection we have to one another that transcends any superficial differences. It can be easy to forget how closely associated we are, but from today on, my only wish for all of us is that we recognize and embrace our individuality, as well as that of others, with unbridled acceptance. That we remember how to truly love ourselves before we can love others, because learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. With that being said, I would like to thank the administrators, the staff, and everyone else that has kept this school intact for the past 4 years. I believe I speak for the entire student body when I say that their work is incredible. I would also like to thank my parents for their unrestricted support of my endeavors. And finally, I would like to thank the students, especially some of our graduates who didn't think they'd make it this far. I'm especially grateful to those students because they have allowed us to experience their journey instead of cutting it short. In the United States, 80% of high schoolers actually graduate, but don't let that statistic fool you. It can be so easy to fall into that 20%, and I'm sure we've all witnessed someone slip through the cracks at least once. But we did it. All of us. And now it's our turn to take back our lives and do what we love. Whether you go to FBCC or Harvard, become a doctor or a waiter, serve tables or life sentences, you will make an impact. I know it's a gross generalization to think that, to say that I believe in all of you, but I do. Listening to this speech, you might be thinking that this isn't about you, but it is. To the students, staff, siblings, parents, everyone, you will make an impact simply by living your best life and being the best, authentic version of yourself that you can be. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2019.